Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pastor Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.
Holla, holla, Pass the Gravy podcast.
These are some slang phrases we're going to use in 2025, all right? The first one that I feel like we should work on is orangutangin. Just means I'm hanging out, man. What you doing?
Ooh.
I'm orangutangin.
Just fuck it, you're loose with it.
Just hanging, dude. Because orangutangins just hang out. This is kind of what gave me the idea of coming up with a new phrase is on my gift soap shit. Which means, like, you ever run out of soap and then you just got to go to whatever the gift soaps are that people gave you for Christmas. I ran out of the Irish Springs and was like, fuck, well, let me use this Budweiser soap that somebody gave me like 2 years ago until I can order some more. And it's really like, look, I didn't prepare to be here today, but things happen. This is me. Like, when you're wearing two different socks, you're like, I'm on my gift soap shit, man. I don't know. The kids are running around. I'm right, like I'm out of it, you know. Sorry, I'm wearing two different socks, two different shoes, whatever. It happens. Another slang phrase to use in 2025 is a real shrimp fried rice situation, or I'm shrimp fried ricing, which is like when you're with your friend that's making up like a story, they're telling a story you clearly know isn't true. You're like, I know a shrimp didn't fry this rice, but I'm gonna eat this rice because it's dope. You're like, I'm not going to kill the vibe here, but, like, nothing he's saying is true. Then you just remember, like, yeah, that guy totally made that up. Like, you leave, you tell your friend, like, that absolutely didn't happen.
The first one I had, just when something ain't great, this mac ain't cheesing.
This mac ain't cheesing. I don't hate that.
This mac ain't cheesing.
I don't hate that.
Dog. It's just, you ain't got it going. Just when you're calling people old, you're melted ice cream, bud.
You're melted ice cream? Just old people?
Yeah, dude, you're old. Doesn't mean you're bad.
Saw a bunch of melted ice cream at the mall today.
We all, as kids, used to stir our ice cream from time to time until it kind of came that like soupy consistency.
Yeah.
But it also means it's been out for a while, dude. It's pretty old.
Another one to use in 2025 is miming it or getting mimed, and that's when somebody's just telling a just meaningless story that you don't care about, or just saying a lot of stuff without saying anything really. A whole story without substance. You're just like, look, no one cares. What are you doing? Because, you know, mimes just do all that. It's like, you could just tell me what you're trying to tell me, mime. You don't got to fucking act out. Just fucking get to the point, dude. What you need. Another one I got is shark toothing. When someone takes credit or tries to take credit for something they didn't do, or when someone's trying to be someone that they aren't. It's like when you see the guy with the shark tooth necklace. We all know you didn't get that tooth. You didn't go get that from a shark, but some people want you to think that they got it from a shark.
Bought that from Aeropostale.
Look, we'll all just let it go along right now, but like you're trying to be something you're not, all right? You're not a shark hunter, and you're just acting like you are. You're shark toothing. So those are some phrases I feel like we should start working on for 2025.
Glamour says, what's worse, dating a serial killer that hasn't been caught or dating a serial killer that has been caught?
Hasn't.
That has been caught.
No, hasn't is worse because you're probably the next victim.
No, but if you know
one.
that he's a serial killer and you're dating him,
Dude, serial killers get girlfriends in jail all the time. There's crazy bitches out there, Robert.
True.
But they're in jail, so they're not going to get you.
True. Hasn't been caught
They can't kill you.
is probably the
That
better
just
one.
means you're the...
Or you get a Dexter situation, because Dexter dated, if you watched that show, and like he was a hot dude, you know? And he didn't kill the people that he was dating. He
That's
killed
true.
other people.
They could get caught before they get you, or it could just be like you're dating a hitman. That's technically a serial killer, but they like you. They're only killing people they're paid to kill.
If you're dating a serial killer and you don't know that they're a serial killer, you can always play that card. You can be like, oh no, he hasn't been caught. Then when he does get caught, you're like, I had no idea. He would go out late at night and he would stay out for a long time, but I always just thought that he was hanging out with his friends. He said he was doing CrossFit with his friends and he came back muddy all the time. I didn't understand what the shovel was for, but I thought it was some sort of workout. But if you knew he was a serial killer, then it's like you knew what you're getting yourself into, right?
Yeah, so
It's better to date a serial killer that has not been caught.
I don't know. The way we talked about it, I'm kind of thinking like maybe it is better to be Yeah, no, it's the one that hasn't been caught is better to date.
Yeah, because you can get the out on like I had no idea.
Then otherwise, you're just a crazy person dating someone who's in jail.
Like yeah, that's a hell of a red
So
flag
then
to just
you're on my
ignore.
side then, because she's asking what's worse.
So it is worse to date a serial killer that has been
caught.
caught. Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Yeah,
Okay.
we
We
were wrong in our
flip flopped it
thinking.
as we did, but yes. So you would not want to date the one that has been caught. Clayton says, if we found out that Michael Jordan was actually a robot controlled by a frog, would that help or hurt the world? I think this would absolutely hurt the world. Like the greatest basketball player of all time, if we learned that was a robot controlled by a frog, I have so many questions to ask. Like, did the frog know how to play basketball and learned how to be the best basketball player of all time, but then was like, I'm never going to be bought. They're never going to buy that I'm a
This is like a
basketball player.
master splinter situation.
Like, yeah, like I'm never going to get an opportunity as a frog. I'm no dog. They're not going to give me a chance to play basketball in the NBA. So he just created a robot that then he made the best robot basketball player of all time, but had to pretend that it wasn't a robot basketball player. And then you got to be like, how did you operate this with a controller, frog? Like, you don't really have fingers. Like how are you doing all of this? Like, how's that happening? How was he so dominant? What did you do? Was it because he was a cyborg? I don't know. Then I have to grasp with the reality that in real people, of all real people, LeBron James is probably the greatest basketball player of all time.
That's the reason is then LeBron stands have something, and I don't want to ever listen to those people.
Because then I would have to say that, yeah, it was LeBron James is the greatest basketball player. I think it would definitely hurt the world.
It would 100% hurt the world because LeBron fans would be even more fucking rambunctious.
And then we'd be like, there's mobbed up refs. There's bullshit no calls and calls that go either way. And then the greatest player of all time was a robot that was being controlled by a frog and fooled us all for years.
And then you'd have to be sitting there going, you're in a room full of people. Who here's actually a frog?
yeah. Then yeah, who's being
You don't have to worry about lizard people. You got to worry about frog people.
who's being controlled by frogs in here? That's what I'd start asking.
It would take down the world.
It might be the worst thing that could ever happen. Not to brag, but I've been trying to get in better shape.
Same.
And because I've done that, my phone knows I've done that. So I just get the targeted reels and stuff on Instagram. But today I saw a spit roast your knees thing, and I was like, I'm not gonna call it that, man. You're doing too much work on that. You're really overthinking. Cream pie your calves, skull fuck your hip, gang bang those glutes. If they do that, what are you doing? What are you doing?
How the fuck is that the name you settle on?
Spit roast
I guess-
your thighs.
I'm watching the guy's basically just
Or
doing
knees.
one-legged squats with a barbell on either side of his knee. So I
I've
guess
always-
that's spit roasting the knee, but
Yeah, it's supposed to be bulletproof your knee, which I get that. It's foolproof your knee, where it's make it strong so it doesn't get injured if you're working out. And I was like, that's just say bulletproof, okay?
I don't like that at all. I'm into gross shit. That was a step too
Blumpkin
far.
those pecs. Just give me the exercise, man. I don't need you to call it something fancy.
The closest I get to exercise, or I guess I should say soreness from exercise these days would be if I just sit in my chair weird watching sports for a long amount of time, all of a sudden I'll be like, oh, my hips were at a weird angle. They feel sore.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you got to face fuck your hips, dude. That's what you got to do. You guys think that the Grim Reaper's a little bit misunderstood?
Yeah, I've never thought of him as a bad guy.
I feel like everybody's like, this guy's a dick. He's just trying to kill people.
Be
It's
scared of him.
he is kind of death's meter maid. Look, dude, I didn't make you not pay the meter, man. You let this expire here. You're still parked here.
I mean, technically, it's God sending him.
I'm just doing my job. It's one of those where it's not an ideal job, like the tow lot guy behind the bulletproof glass, where you're everybody's pissed off, yelling at you it shouldn't have got towed. The emergency brake was blah blah blah. He's hey man, I just need your $400 and you can have your car back. That's all. I didn't tow it. I don't know. Did you park in a place where you weren't supposed to park? Because if you did, that's what has to happen. And I'm just the guy that you got to pay. That's the Grim Reaper's job. That's pretty much what he is. And I feel like a lot of people, there's a lot of negative connotation, but bro, it's just your time. It's not. I'm not.
I
here.
didn't kill you.
I'm not here just to fucking murder. I'm here because it's this is your time. Come with me.
And I mean, really, it's if he just had a walking stick, he'd be fine. The scythe was a bad choice.
The scythe makes him scarier, and then not seeing his face really also makes him scarier.
The bones for hands too.
Get gloves. Wear gloves, dude.
You could.
everybody villainizes him. Like Grim Reaper's killing people. It's like, I know he's not killing people. Death is already like you just got called. He's the guy that's just got to go get you. It's like he's like a server. Where like, hey man, someone else is suing you. I just have to deliver this to you. I'm sorry. Hey, are you Pat Dion? Yeah. You just got served. Like, I didn't want to do this, but like I had to do it. Somebody's got to do it. It's my job. I'm just doing my job.
He's just a process server for the afterlife.
Yeah. Or a meter maid for the afterlife.
Because I don't, or is he more like what do they call the guys that back in the day, they would just be in the elevator and take you up or down?
An elevator attendant?
Attendant, yeah. That's what he is. Because I think he actually is bringing you to where you're going.
Does it come with me?
Yeah. Yeah, he's just a guy doing his job. What, guys can't do their job anymore? Like,
Guys can't work? I'd like to think that it's a job that he's paid pretty well for.
I would hope so.
And he's like, look, dude, you didn't pay the meter. Your meter's up. You got to come with me. That's how it goes. My friend had texted me that he got a ticket today for not wearing a seatbelt. And I was like, well, yeah, just put a fucking seatbelt on. I mean, I think it's a dumb rule anyways. But like, then he pointed out to me that it was also a motorcycle cop that pulled him over. And I was like, they don't have seatbelts.
Yeah, but a seatbelt would be way more dangerous on a motorcycle. Because if you have to like lay down and kick your bike out of the way and you're attached to it, you'd just die.
But also, if a motorcycle cop is giving you a not wearing a seatbelt ticket while they never wear a seatbelt, interesting.
They're above the law.
But that motorcycle that drove by him wasn't.
I bet you cops in their cop cars don't have seatbelts on all the time too.
That's just you can just do that.
That's just wild. At this point, like
motorcycles.
it's been what?
Motorcycles 20? You shouldn't. Like, if motorcycles don't have to have seatbelts, and I get it, that's a safety thing for that. But then, like, also, like, if I want to fly out my windshield, let me fly out my windshield. I understand.
It has to be almost 30 years now that it's been law that you have to wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, you grew up wearing one. Don't act like you're just like, I've never worn. Just put on a fucking seatbelt.
I've never, like, even if I'm just going down the street or whatever, like, I always buckle up. I'm just in the habit of that. I don't know. I don't understand the people that just have, like, I'm not going to put it on at all. You're like, on the highway?
I don't even think about it.
I just get in, put it on, turn the car on. Like, that's it. I was ready to tee off on him, and then he brought up that it was a motorcycle cop, and then he saw another motorcycle drive by him, and I was like, they don't have seatbelts. Yeah, good call. Good call. That's a solid argument. These are new insults that we're trying out this year. We're going to try these out on our friends or people we don't like and just see how they go. What you got, Pat?
First one, you couldn't get love from a puppy.
That's good.
Yeah.
That kind of cuts deep. You're
Yeah.
like, a puppy wouldn't love me? Puppies love everything.
Puppies love everything.
I had bubblegum bee. Bubblegum bees are just people that like won't admit when they're wrong because if a bee was trying to pollinate bubblegum and it's not a flower and you're like, hey bee, you're not going to get any fucking honey out of this. And the bee's like, no, fuck you. I'm still doing this. I'm still going to pollinate this bubblegum. He's a fucking bubblegum bee. So when you're just wrong and you won't admit that you're wrong, you're a fucking bubblegum bee.
That was ridiculous and I love it. If I needed chilies, you'd be Applebee's.
Yeah. That's really mean.
Be like, yeah, dude,
That's really mean.
You fucking missed the mark.
I had call the chef, which is basically just like, oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. Call the chef. Call the fucking chef, dude. I don't fucking care. Like when somebody's just arguing with you or they're not making it, call the chef. Good. Calling somebody Mowgli. Just you're a feral motherfucker, dude. You animal. Were you raised by wolves? Like, why do you acting like that? You got to settle the fuck down, Mowgli.
I also had you're a base hit short of a single.
Yeah, so I had one similar to that. You're a chicken short of an egg. Like, you know what? Yeah, you got an idea there, but you're a chicken short of an egg. What does that mean? It means there's nothing there.
That's a good.
You have an idea, but you don't have an idea.
If I gave you blue and yellow, you couldn't make green.
Glass jar. It's just somebody that can't keep secrets. You're gonna break and you give me all my secrets up. Grab a fucking sponge. This guy's just messy. Maybe you're at the restaurant. Grab a fucking sponge. Somebody spills something. You grab one there. You get in a little messy situation. Grab a sponge, bro. But yeah, those are some insults. Babe. New insults just dropped. Let's try them out. Try those out. Let us know how they go. Is it time for mermaids to stop swimming and start cleaning?
Yeah, like at what point are they going to step in and help with the ocean problems?
Mermaids are by far the worst maids.
There's There's a little island of trash in the middle of the ocean. Where are they? Middle of the ocean. What are they doing about it?
What? Yeah. What? Why not? You have made in the name.
This is why Atlantis fell. They have no work ethic. Like, oh, look, you see all this trash that's in your home? Yeah, I don't care. I'll just ignore. I'm going to swim over here away from it. Like, dude, it's in your home. Yeah, I just don't go in that room anymore. It's filled with trash.
You want me to give a shit about the environment? How about you get these mermaids to fucking clean up some shit first and set a good example, and then maybe I'll fucking stop throwing my car battery in the ocean, huh?
Pass the gravy, bitch!
Adam says, what is the most illegal thing you can do with $5?
Probably cocaine, right?
No, you can get way more illegal than that.
You get more illegal than that?
So
Also, I don't know how much cocaine $5 is going to
No, but I mean like using it as like a straw.
you could snort cocaine with it.
Oh, so you're taking it as literally you're doing it with $5.
Yeah.
You could snort cocaine with it in front of a cop and then try and use the $5 to bribe the cop. So then that's like two things right there.
I was thinking it like you could donate $5 to ISIS. Like donating that money to a terrorist organization is probably the most illegal thing you can do.
I was trying to think, like, what is the most extreme thing you could do with $5?
If you folded it up really tightly, you could kill somebody by slicing their neck.
So you could do that.
Murder.
So like that was kind of along the lines I was thinking of, and I was like, I could go to the bank, exchange the $5 for 500 pennies, and then put 500 pennies in my sock and beat somebody to death with it.
That's another good one.
And that would be pretty. That's manslaughter. So like that's pretty big.
I'm going to stick with donating it to a terrorist organization.
I'm going to just stick to get 500 pennies and beat somebody with it by putting it in your sock. Like that's murder charges.
Yeah, people get away with murder all the time. If you're funding terrorism, they're going to get your ass.
Okay. And Robert's going to go cocaine.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with cocaine.
Okay. I think pickleball is kind of just like, we get it, dude. You want to pretend that you're an athlete. Play tennis like a real man. All right. And so I came up with a list of things that are more of a sport than pickleball, and I just wanted to share it with the group. Golf, bowling, badminton, cornhole, tech deck skateboarding, skee ball, paper football.
Foursquare. Basically, if it's played on a playground in elementary school, it's more of a sport than pickleball.
Oh, yeah. Mini golf, slow pitch softball wearing a blindfold, water balloon fights.
Easter egg, confetti eggs running around, and that's more of a sport.
Oh, yeah.
Filling out an NCAA bracket is more of a sport
I would
than
say so.
pickleball.
Watching the NCAA tournament, more of a sport than pickleball. Spike ball, boogie boarding, heads up, 7-up,
Duck, duck, goose.
pop a shot,
Seeing how far you can jump off of a swing.
bocce ball, croquet, knee hockey, air hockey, darts, shuffleboard, old people version and bar version, tag,
Oh, yeah.
tetherball, big Jenga,
Mini Jenga.
all the Jengas,
Connect Four.
mousetrap, go fish,
War.
both kinds of war,
Lawn darts.
battle rapping,
Battleship.
pool,
Or just hanging out in a pool.
and then the last one I had was digging a hole with a shovel. More of a sport than pickleball.
Yeah, that's like a sport for your soul as a man. It just makes you feel good.
But yeah, pickleball, I'm over it. I think that people that think pickleball is like a real sport just need to chill out a little bit. Do one of the other sports we just listed.
It's not good. Just let's give up
let
on
it go. Let it go. Some Girl Scout cookies that don't exist. Tic-Tac-Toes, the Neapolitan flavored X and O shaped cookies. Red Rovers, be little red velvet cookies. That sounds like that'd be dope. Hopscotches or square shaped butterscotch flavored cookies.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would fuck with those.
Right?
Smokies. They're candy cigarette flavored.
Candy cigarettes.
They're the
like
flavored
chalk,
candy cigarette. Yeah.
just like chalk.
Yeah, but it'll give the parents a nice flashback to their childhood.
Cherry Chaplins, cherry flavored macaroons.
That's awesome.
Jubilees. That sounds like that would be a Girl Scout cookie. It's a snickerdoodle cookie with chocolate icing on it.
Baja Blast cookies.
I fuck with
You
that.
see, right?
Ladybirds, which is just Dove chocolate and ladyfinger style cookie.
I also had a chocolate starfish.
No.
Well, hold on. Hear me out here. It's a chocolate cookie and it looks like a butthole.
So you went right where we thought it was. gonna go.
Yeah. But I threw you off for a second there.
The last one I had was large Marge, and it's just a bear claw. Right? Like, that sounds like.
I mean, I'll fuck with
Can
you.
I get one large Marge and 2 lemonades, some Tic-Tac-Toes, a couple of hopscotches? Those are some made up Girl Scout cookies. And Girl Scout cookies that don't exist. Luke Soin writes in and says, speaking of space real estate, which we weren't talking about, how much would the Big Dipper cost to buy?
Bro, at least like 5 Garbons.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I just made up alien currency.
No, that sounds like it would be alien currency. So what my logic was is like large acquisitions of land. Only thing I can really think of is Louisiana Purchase. So I did a little math on this, and I suck at math, so it may be off. I was like, how big is the Big Dipper first? Like, Louisiana Purchase was pretty big. But the Louisiana Purchase was 828,000 miles that we got from France. Then I was like, how big is Big Dipper? Big Dipper it's like the size, it's the length of 40 moons. And the moon, 2,000 miles of surface area on it. So I just was like, okay, 40 moons times 2,000, that's 80,000 miles. So 80,000 miles, nowhere near what the Louisiana Purchase was, but space, that's the future. So 80,000 miles is like the size of the whole Big Dipper. Space real estate's going to be very pricey just because it's the real estate of the future. So you have to put a pretty penny on that. And then I was like, how much was the Louisiana Purchase? It was $15 million back in 1803. I don't know what that equals now, but my stupid brain put $350 million on what I think the Big Dipper would cost.
I would have said more like 8.6 trillion Federation credits because, you know, you got to put it in space terms.
What does that convert to dollars?
350 trillion.
350 trillion.
Buying a lot of real estate out there, man.
So
and real estate is king.
Yeah, they don't make
and they say location, location, location. What better location
it's literally,
than a ladle?
And like, you know what? Hey, where do you live? That Dipper. I own that. Robert, how much do you think it would cost for the Big Dipper?
What do you say, 350?
I said 350 million. He says 350 trillion.
350 trillion? I'm going to go 350 billion. I'll go in between you two.
Ooh, I like that.
I thought you were going to go 350 trillion and $1. I thought you were going to Price is Right me.
And Big A asks us, how many humans would it take to beat a fully grown hippo in an unarmed combat situation? I did a little research on this because the big question this year was, could 100 men take down a gorilla? So then I immediately looked up, could a hippo take down a gorilla? I said yes, because pound for pound, the hippo is stronger and the hippo is bigger and the hippo's bite is like the strongest mammal bite out there. So it would probably fuck up a gorilla. So a hippo stronger than a gorilla, which means if 100 men could take down a gorilla, it would have to be more than 100 men to take down a hippo.
Aren't they like deceptively fast, the hippos?
Yeah, because they're fat, so you think that they're not, but they got wheels. They're like Prince Fielder. So I immediately went to like, it's got to be more than 100.
Okay.
If it's 100 people to take down a gorilla, you know people are going to die in this situation. Mm-hmm. If you put 200 people, do you think we could take down a hippo? You're going to take out its legs, but it's going to smush those people. So then you got to have people that are jumping right in. And these are the sacrificial lambs. Like, you're not making it out if you're the first guy trying to grab the leg. We got to...
It's pretty low to the ground already, isn't it?
Right. So its center of gravity is pretty low.
Yeah. It's going to take a while to try to get it actually down.
It depends on how hungry the hippo is, because then he might just be eating for fun and fucking people up anyways. If he's hungry, he's probably going to be more agitative. So it's going to, like, I think easily 50 to 75 dudes a hippo could take. Not really a problem.
Yeah.
Like, injured, not able to continue to fight. Maybe not 100% dead, but like you're wounded pretty bad. You're not participating anymore. 200 people, I think it's going to get tired a little bit.
I definitely, you got to start at 200, I think.
I think 200 people could probably figure out a way to like gouge its eyes out and then like make it mad enough and like figure out something, you know? A lot of people will die. A lot of men will be lost in this.
But that's just the sacrifice we're making.
Yeah, you're fighting a hippo. Like, what did you expect? Like, it's not going to be, this is an easy work or else everybody would do it. So I think 200 men could take one hippo. Double the gorilla argument, and I think they could take down a hippo. Is it possible to be addicted to therapy or counseling?
Definitely. You think a therapist is just going to give up a never-ending check?
Right, but if like Robert was like addicted to therapy, how would we fix that? Because you can't send him to like Therapy Anonymous.
Therapists don't want to fix you. They just want your money.
Right, but like us as his friends, if you were like holding an intervention like, yo, Robert, you are fucking addicted to therapy.
Well, I can only think of one thing, and Robert won't do it. It's garage beers. Garage beers with the boys. That's therapy.
But again, if he's addicted to therapy, he's just gonna love that more.
Well, that's what I don't know if you've ever had garage beers. You don't actually talk with your friends.
Right, but if it's any sort of like therapy,
It's a therapy replacement.
but it's still therapeutic, which means it's
Like, think about it. When people are
Feeding
heroin
his
addicts,
addiction.
what do they give them? Methadone. Kind of along the same lines.
Okay, good point.
But it's a substitute for it. Garage beers with the boys.
you had to go to like rehab. But rehab is a form of therapy or counseling, is it not?
Well, I think sometimes there's counseling in the rehab, but sometimes it's literally just like a detox. That's not really therapy.
It's sort of therapy. It's getting you away from what's causing
It's
a
not
lot of
therapy.
the problem.
You know what? Maybe I just tell people that now. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm just addicted to therapy. It's Irish therapy.
That's not gonna make
That-
it seem like you're
but it
not
does-
addicted.
Yeah, it sounds
No,
like
I don't tell people what my therapy is. I just say, I'm like, dude, I'm really big into therapy. I mean, the cure is
It's
stop
kind of-
going. Stop doing cocaine.
called
Stop
turkey.
going to therapy. It's called self-discipline. That's the cure.
Anthony Gallo says, how much does location matter when choosing a therapist? And should I be concerned that my therapist wants to keep doing sessions in a gas station McDonald's? Location probably matters. Like, I would like to be in an office, or if they're doing like those online ones. Like, if I can't do it online
Right.
or in an office, if I had a actual person I thought was my therapist, and they're like, yo, meet me at this this gas station McDonald's, just pull in there, we'll grab a Big Mac, and we
Right.
can go over your problems. I'm like, I feel like you're just hanging out. This isn't like, I'm not gonna pay you as much. Yeah, I would hope that it's a discount therapist.
Yeah. Or it's kind of like with a dentist. You care about where they're located, right?
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna do it. And like, if you like come to like my house,
Right. My
we'll just-
basement.
yeah,
It's fine. I work from home. Like everyone does it now.
Right.
Like you're not going to do that.
I'm not gonna do that. I would say
Location matters.
location's pretty important.
Yeah.
Location is pretty important.
But no judgment on
Right.
gas station McDonald's.
Although I know therapy is expensive.
it is very pricey.
So maybe like you're like, in my budget,
Mhm.
I can't afford this one. This guy's like, I can meet you at a McDonald's every Tuesday at 6.
Okay.
You're like, all right, I guess I can fill my car up too.
Better than
and
nothing.
get dinner. These are some minor league baseball teams that do not exist. The Nelson Mandelas from Nelson, Kentucky.
The Catskill Mice.
Because
Just
the
ki-
cats kill mice.
Yes.
That's a really good
That-
one. The Ding Dong Ditchers from Ding Dong, Texas.
The Burleson Boners. Nothing dirty. Don't make it sick. A boner is actually somebody that debones meat, and they're by Fort Worth, which was a big meat packing area.
The Rehoboth Beach Bums from Delaware. Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. I actually have 2 Delaware teams here. The Wilmington Dirt Daubers.
Up in New Rochelle, New York, the New Rochelle Old Fashions.
I got the Albany Armadillos.
The Fort Edward Fur Beaters, because it was they were big in the Hudson River Valley, was big in fur trading back in the day, and someone had to beat the hides to clean them off.
The Sioux City Soups.
The Pink Pony Clubbers from Pink, Oklahoma.
Chapel Run would definitely throw a first pitch out. The London Broilers from London, Wisconsin.
I had a couple California teams, the Valley Vibes,
Ooh.
just a bunch of surfer looking dudes playing ball, and then by San Francisco, the Baker Beach Bears.
I had a couple of California ones too. I had the Stockton Markets. I had the Redwood City Titties.
The Liberty Bay Bees,
Liberty Bay Bees is good.
and it's a double entendre because the mascot is a baby that is dressed up as Uncle Sam while also dressed up as a bee.
The Chrisfield Calico Cats
I like
from
that.
Chrisfield, Maryland.
The Kissimmee Kissers.
The Hell Yaz from Hell, Michigan.
The San Marcos.
Ooh.
Just a bunch of guys named Marco.
You should be the San Marcos Polos.
Oh, that would be good.
The Santa Claus Little Helpers from Santa Claus, Indiana.
Friendswood Fighting Gnomes.
Ooh, I don't want to fuck with the fighting. No.
Fighting Gnomes would be such a good minor
Yeah.
league team name.
Yeah, those are some minor league baseball teams that don't exist, but probably should. Matt says, people talk about third world countries and even first world countries like the U.S., but what about second world countries? Who are they?
I feel like second world countries have still mostly dirt floors, but they also have an air force. Like they've got money, it's just not being spent on infrastructure.
Like first world countries are obviously like U.S. We go probably China.
Oh, here's another one.
You go
If the U.S. is willing to
Russia.
invade you, you're a second world country. We're not going to invade you if you're a third world country. Because you don't have any resources. That's why you're a third world country.
Robert, will you look up like a list of second world countries for me? Because I feel like Canada screams second world country. It's like you're right by the first
They're
world countries,
masquerading as a first
but like
world.
you're like you're first world adjacent. Like you're right there. The Mexico probably also second world country.
Oh, yeah. If you're touching America but not America, they're second world country.
Right. I'm trying to think of somebody like Slovakia, second world country. They get in the World Cup occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
Czech Republic, probably also second world. Poland.
So it looks like there was a second world country was start being used after the Cold War, but things like Poland, East
Nailed that
Germany,
one.
All of Eastern Europe.
The
yeah.
blocks.
Yeah.
If you win like medals and stuff, but you're not like a powerhouse in winning medals, you're a second world country. If like it's crazy to like when in track every now and then, like this lady from fucking Trinidad and Tobago, like it's her, she's the first Olympian ever. You're like, that's third world.
Here's the thing. too.
U.S., we dominate all the time.
Is Canada third world? Because like New Zealand, their niche sport is rugby and they dominate it. Canada's niche sport is hockey. They haven't won a Stanley Cup in 33 years.
Olympics, they've won gold, so like they get the pass on that. And they won the NHL All-Star game. So we have to give them a little crap,
Fuck
but
you,
that's where you're
Canada.
second world. You're second world.
They're so close to getting relegated.
They're like right above relegation zone. They're Tottenham right now.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Tottenham.
Spurs.
Evan Aldridge says, what superhero could have best stopped 9/11? Answer the question, Pat.
I mean, Superman, he's caught planes before.
That's what I was thinking, right? It has to be Superman. You could laser down a plane, but like Superman also could have like gone, taken the plane to the ground, ripped the door open, beat the fuck out of the terrorists, and then be like, oh, gotta go to the other one. Boom. Beat the fuck out of the terrorists. Gotta go to Pennsylvania. Boom. Pentagon. Boom. Could have done all that. Worst case scenario, you just laser the plane down with your eyes. It's gotta be Superman.
Oh, I mean, Green Lantern, he could also catch him with his ring, but Superman, you know, he's the most
He
powerful.
can fly up to it. He's got all the power. He can do it all. Spider-Man. Just web it down.
I don't think his webs are strong enough to hold a fast-moving plane.
What if he was on like the North Tower and was just like and just like stop, don't do that.
But the plane was flying right at it.
Yeah, but then you swing around because you're Spider-Man.
He ain't that strong. Remember, Spider-Man barely held back the L train in New York. He
Fair
ain't stopping
point.
a plane.
Fair point.
Superman, though, we've got documented instances of him
It's
pushing
Superman.
planes.
Okay. Well, it's like it's a bird, it's a plane. That's why I was like, no, he can fly like a plane, so he's pretty much a plane. But he can also punch planes, and planes don't have that ability.
That punching plane would be dope.
A
Though.
punching plane, just like, what is it gonna punch? I don't know.
Birds flying towards the engines.
Things it needs to punch.
A bird flies towards the engine, alert goes off, a fist just pops out the
Punch.
side, like in Jackass,
Yeah,
the big boxing mitt.
call them Superman planes.
Love it.
Done. All right. Great question, Evan. I was listening to an interview with Michael Irvin talking about somebody that hired a hitman to go after him, and they're like, turns out it was an undercover cop. I feel like hitmen are not a real thing. Like you're either like mob or you work for somebody where like that's your thing, but like just the hireable like Pat find like you walking off the street and be like, hey, I need to make somebody go away, and they're like, yeah, here's your price. Like I don't think that's a real thing. I think they're always undercover cops.
100%. Like, if you're hiring a hitman, you have to already be in the criminal underworld and be like a part of an organization. Be like, I need Frank to take care of somebody. You can't go to the yellow pages and be like, this one says wet work. I'm going to hire that guy. No, that's a cop.
Yeah, I don't think
If
there's.
they're putting out ads, it's a fucking cop.
I just don't think there's a lot of freelance hitmen.
No, because you can't trust that somebody trying to hire you isn't a cop. If you're a freelance hitman.
Absolutely.
So like if you're murder for hire, it's because you're already part of a criminal organization.
And it's always people that get like burned on. Like, well, she tried to get her husband killed by going to an undercover cop that she thought was a hitman. It's like, yeah, man. Or the hitman trying to do something. It's like, bro, like people don't just hire, like nobody, you don't just go Google hitman and then like, oh, well, here's top ranked hitman on the reviews. There's not like a Yelp for hitmen. Maybe there is. I don't think there is. But like,
It's not in a database anywhere, I can tell you that.
Yeah, if you're not like in the Sopranos or like in a gang or like in some organization, I don't think hitmen are a thing. Damon says, what animal could you throw the furthest? Bird, I think, is out. We can't do bird because that's a cheat. That's the hack because you'd be like, I'm going to throw the bird and just keep flying.
Well,
obviously,
also,
that's going to go far. Not allowed to pick bird.
Because also birds, they have hollow bones. You're not getting a lot of density to it. You need a little density for the throw. I'm kind of thinking like a small rat.
I was thinking hamster first.
Ooh, hamster even better.
Because you can get a better grip on a hamster.
Doesn't have the long tail to cause drag.
But I think a rat might have a little more oomph, a little more weight to it that you can grab that little fucking back part of it and just fucking yeet that bad boy.
But that's the thing. Like, I don't think you can use the tail and try and sling it because that's not throwing it. That's slinging it.
You could throw it. I think that plays as a throw. You could.
No, I think that, and also the tail could snap as you're doing it.
True.
I think you're right with hamster because it's more circular.
Okay.
I don't know. What about a baby armadillo?
Too big.
But a newborn armadillo, how big is it? It's probably only about the size of between a baseball and a softball.
I don't know.
But then you have to hope that it stays and it's curled and
right.
it splays out. I think you're right with hamster.
So I was thinking hedgehog too, because hedgehogs are kind of small, but you might get stuck. Like you might get hedgehogged and then they're stuck and it doesn't come out of your hand as well. Also, hear me out on this. Starfish is an animal, right?
Ooh.
Starfish, you grab that bad boy and just fucking ninja star that bitch.
Here's the thing though. Could it possibly boomerang back to you and then you're losing distance?
I think it's worth finding out.
I'm on board.
Because you could just grab one, because you have to have it out. It's hardened, and then you just that bad boy could sail.
Starfish. That's a great answer.
Starfish might be the answer.
Because with the arms, it's going to be cutting through the air.
It's a ninja star. You just yeet that as high up as you can. That bad boy will sail.
I bet you
probably faster, probably further than a rat.
I was originally thinking roly poly.
That's too small. You're not going to get any.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I originally thought that, but like, yeah, I like starfish. I think
Starfish.
starfish would be a good one.
Okay.
I like starfish.
Danielle says, what is the most unmoanable name you can think of?
So we got to go men and women.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, Melvin.
That's actually a really...
That's the first one that popped into my head was Melvin.
I came up with a couple of them. For woman, Gladys. Oh, fuck yeah, Gladys. Like, no.
Oh, Gladys.
You
Ooh,
can't-
Bernice.
Ooh, Bernice is bad.
I think Bernice
Bernice is
it's that
bad.
second niece. It hits the ear wrong.
Bernice is bad.
Goes.
Gertrude.
Oh, also bad.
Hold on though, but ooh, Gertie. You could just give it a little nickname on there.
Yeah, but you gotta call her by.
Because then
by
also,
what
oh
she
no, because then you
says.
could do Bernie. Gertrude is good though.
So I had Gladys for a woman, and then like Adolf is obviously the first one. You're like Adolf. You're like, are you fucking Hitler?
I think that's still more moanable than Melvin though.
No, okay. So Adolf, that was the first one that came to mind, but I was like, there's gotta be other
Maurice.
ones. So I tried to look up like older names, and Reginald. Oh,
Reginald, that was splendid.
You could say like shorten it to Reggie, but like no, he goes by Reginald. He's an old guy. Reginald, like that's not hot. Never gonna be hot to say Reginald ever. And then Cecil.
I think Cecil fucks.
Cecil does not.
Yeah, Cecil.
Again, Cecil. I'm like, what the fuck? No.
I think it's more moanable than Melvin though.
Melvin's a good unmoanable name. I think Reginald also. It sounds like you're just fucking a Civil War general.
I was thinking, whatever name Elon's kid is, whatever that is.
Sanskrit or whatever
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty
like a
unmoanable
math-
if you can't pronounce them.
Yeah.
I'll stick with what were the ones? Melvin and Bernice. I'll stick with my first answer.
You're just gonna go Elon's kid
Elon's kid and Gertrude.
and Gertrude. All
I
right.
can't even pronounce it.
Yes. You can't pronounce it. You're not gonna be able to moan it.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Melvin.
I always thought it was weird that people wanted souls in all those movies growing up. Like
What do you do with a soul?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Does it make you more powerful?
I put it in a jar.
Is it like the one? When like as he kills other parallel universes of himself,
You have.
the power gets transferred into him. Is that what getting a soul is?
I always think maybe like a soul was like a Horcrux. You know how like Voldemort was kind of a pussy ass bitch, and like he kept giving up parts of his soul, like, and then the more parts of his soul that you got like for him, he was stronger. And it was like, well, yeah, that's why you keep dying all the time, idiot, because you fucking broke your soul into like 7 pieces. You only have like a seventh of a soul, you fucking loser. Peter Pettigrew's fucking part of you.
Is it like the more souls you get, you just become like a cat and you can get hit by a car? You're like, oh, that soul's gone, but I can collect another one later.
You can be like a soul dealer.
Yeah. Be like, I have 5 souls. I got hit by a car last week. I only have 4 now.
Start selling souls, work at Kia.
I got to make some more deals here, get my souls back up.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to do some mountain climbing this weekend and it could go bad.
Start a shoe factory. Get really into music.
Well, I mean, the devil did go to the crossroads, and
What would you trade for your soul? Because I'm pretty open. Corey Kitchens wrote in, and he says, is tiny smaller than teeny, or is it the other way around? What is the difference between teeny and tiny?
no, teeny smaller.
Teeny is smaller than tiny.
Teeny is smaller.
Something can
Yeah.
be small and it's tiny. If that bitch is teeny tiny,
It's really small.
that's real small.
I think teeny is like half of what tiny is. Like size-wise. So like cut something that's tiny in half, that's teeny. So when it's teeny tiny, it's like, fuck, dude.
I would have
That's
thought
really
even smaller than half.
How big is
honestly.
that? That's teeny. Oh, that's really small then. But that's teeny tiny. Like, oh shit, that must be the smallest thing I ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, teeny tiny small.
Teeny tiny is really small.
And now I get where he's thinking he might be because teeny goes in front of tiny. Yeah, but you would never say that's teeny.
2 teenies equal 1 tiny.
I mean, the only teeny I really want is a martini.
This guy gets it.
What's up? But it better not be teeny tiny. I'll tell you that right now.
Better not be teeny tiny, but teeny
Full 3 ounces.
teeny is
Smaller than tiny.
Teeny is smaller than tiny. All right, I'm glad we're all on the same page on that.
Pass the Gravy Podcast.
Why don't we just have double-decker roofs? All right, the idea, double-decker roofs, because everything is cooler in the shade. What if your roof also had shade that was just another roof? You put a roof on top of your roof, and then your house is cooler, and you don't have to spend money on all the other stuff.
No, I know the average person can't. That's going to be very expensive. Well, yeah, why aren't rich people doing this?
Like, just double deck the roof. Just put like a pole up and then put another roof.
Or you just have like one platform above. It's all open. It's open to the
Yeah.
sides. But the lower level, you can get some shade. If you want to be up in the sun, sunbathing, you go up top.
You could also like chill under the second roof,
Exactly.
the top roof,
and-
make it a little like deck area.
I don't think it should be flush. I think it should be the top roof is a little bit smaller. So there's an area on the bottom level that does get sun. So you can put your grill on that one.
Okay.
Step back into the shade.
Yeah,
Because you don't want the grill underneath the top level.
right.
I think this is a fucking brilliant idea.
Thank you, man. Because it's been getting hot outside, and I was like, oh yeah, I mean, it's just if the roof is, it's just beaming down on the roof, so it's making everything come here. It's making the AC work hard. That's how it works. I was like, what if you just put a roof on top of the roof, and then it's in the shade? Can cookbooks be sued for plagiarizing?
I don't think so. Because like,
This is my get rich idea if this is the case, because it's like, yeah, like you can come up with, like, if Pat put out an entire cookbook of like Pat's favorite desserts, and like you liked tiramisu, and you liked ice cream cake, and you liked, I don't know, I'm trying to think of other desserts.
grilled cheese.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
as a-
chocolate grilled cheese, choco tacos. Yeah, those are your, like, I'm gonna make these, and then I was like, hey, I like those recipes. I could just jack your recipes. And the only thing like I would do different is like instead of being like, when my grandpappy used to pick me up from school, he'd make me a choco taco, a homemade choco taco. And he used his love and his soul to make this, and blah, 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 blah. Like I could just make up my own little bullshit synopsises before it, and then like, here's the recipe. Done. Like I could have literally like the exact same recipes, but what? You're the only guy that has desserts? Like, you can't like own a recipe, can you?
To be safe, though, you want to switch up the recipe a little bit. And I don't mean ingredients.
You just put the order that you put it in?
Exactly. So
Like-
if it says like milk, eggs, and butter,
Eggs,
you put
butter,
butter,
milk.
eggs, milk right there. Bam.
It's just like when you copy your friend's homework, but make it look like it was a little bit different. And you're like, all right, I'm going to put the vocabulary words in a different order. I want to just start like, just rip a cookbook. Like go get an Emeril Agassi cookbook. Just copy all of his recipes, but just be like, when I was making this fettuccine Alfredo, I I had an Italian grandmother, and she always made me fettuccine because it made me feel good.
And when she seasoned it, she'd yell, "Bing!"
And she'd go,
See, it's different.
we could just sort of plagiarize cookbooks, slightly change it up, and then get away with it because like nobody owns the recipes. Like you can't really own a recipe. You owned grilled chicken. You own grilled chicken. You invented grilled chicken. All right, Emerald. Fuck you. Last question of the week from our buddy Josh Treecottle at Joshua Tree 713, and he says, "Is a menu the sequel to a cookbook?"
No, because it doesn't have any instructions.
I would say that a menu is the prequel to a cookbook.
Yeah, I think it's the other way around.
I think it's the first half of a cookbook. You get the name and the ingredients. What makes a cookbook is what comes after that, teaching you how to cook it. If you're just getting ingredient list and name, that's the first half of a cookbook. It's not even, can't be a sequel.
No, it's a prequel though. So I think like you're like, oh, the braised short rib is this, and then you're like, I'd like the braised short rib, and then they go to the kitchen, open the cookbook, look up the braised short rib recipe, they make it. So the menu would be the prequel to the cookbook. You have a menu because of the cookbook, so the cookbook probably comes first, but then you have the prequel. Like somebody made a cookbook. It was like Star Wars. Like they made the cookbook first. This is how you make the meals. All right, let's put them together on a list. What is like, okay, and then you start it. You're like, I like this thing, and then they go make that thing.
Prequel. I like it.
And that works pretty much like in the drive-thrus or anything. Like I'd like this, the number of this.
It's
then
a prequel.
They make it, yeah. So menus are prequels to cookbooks, not sequels. Quentin says, is a scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 a better ranking system?
I wish I could say 1 to 5, and I want it to be 1 to 5 because it's simpler, it's easy. I swear I find myself getting angry when things are rated out of 1 to 5. I'm like, that's not enough. Because then if you start putting decimals in it, it's not a 1 to 5 anymore.
But it still is.
It's more like 1 to 50.
Yeah. But then you could just get to 100 if you did it with tens.
But that's 10. There's enough numbers there. A 2 out of 10, you know what that is. A 1 out of 5, you're like, I got to do fucking math to figure out the percentage on this now.
I think for food, 1 to 10 is what it's got to be. I think for a movie or a show, 1 to 5. Because I think of movies.
That's a good point.
I think of movies and shows as like stars. You would give like,
yeah.
I give that 5 stars.
Yeah. Because if you said the movie was an 8 out of 10, I'd be like, that's too many numbers.
I give it 5 stars.
You're right. Yeah. Food is 1 to 10. Movies, or we'll call it media, is 1 to 5.
You can only pick one. I'm gonna go with 1 out of 5 because I think when it comes out of 10, it becomes too many numbers. People are like, oh, it makes you hesitant. I'm like, oh, is this really a 6 or is this a 7 or is it a 7 or an 8? Like then it becomes too hard.
There's some things that don't work at all on a 1 to 5 scale, though.
Like food. Food doesn't work on a 1 to 5 scale because it's like if this sushi was better than this sushi, like a 4 sushi could be way worse than a 5 sushi.
Well, I'm trying to give not a well, it depends kind of answer. I'm trying to give him one specific. He's making me choose. I'm going to choose out of 5.
10 is harder to do, but it makes me feel like I'm more in control. Like my rankings mean more because it's like if I give you a 9 out of 10, that's big. If I give you a 4 out of 5, yeah, it's cool. It's really good, but it's not as good as it could have been.
If I have any sort of feelings towards it, it's got to be out of 10.
If I had to pick one of the two, I would go 10.
10 all day.
1 out of 10. Robert would go 1 out of 5. Pat goes 1 out of 10. But I do think like food has to be 1 out of 10. Movies and shows and media can be out of 5. Or products like Amazon products and stuff. It's like that's a 5-star. If you are new to the pod, Robert Felines, somebody once asked us, is Robert Feline the proper name for a bobcat? And we decided yes. Yes, it is. So then we tried to find a bunch of other names and words that would be like the proper name for this is this. I will give you the proper name. You will try and guess who I'm really talking about or what I'm really talking about. I will give you a clue like actor or something you do on a vacation or something you would do at the beach or something like that. Food, something like that. But that's how we do Robert Felines. I'm going to start with, all right, this is an actor. Sidekick, good sweet potatoes.
I'm stuck on the sweet potato. I'm thinking yams, and I can't think of any actor whose name ends in yams.
Go with that though. Who's a sidekick maybe?
Robin.
All right.
An actor named Robin Williams.
Yep.
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
Yep.
Yams, sweet potatoes, Robin, sidekick. Yep. All right. This is a celebrity. Toilet eye sodium.
John something salt. John Ball Salt.
John Balls.
I don't know.
Toilet eye sodium is John Cena.
Oh, C salt.
C and Na is the elemental code for sodium.
Oh.
Little science right there. All right, this is an animal. Florida rude start. Think birds.
Animal. Bird. One word.
Pterodactyl.
Nope.
Flamingo.
Yep.
The FL. The Florida. I was like, what bird starts with?
FLA mean go. See?
I'm getting good at this. I'm getting back in the swing.
Sense. All right, this is a musician. Big Boy Kid Farm.
I got nothing on this
Big
one.
Boy Kid.
Oh, I don't know who sings that. Oh, isn't like Brantley Bentley or some shit?
Benson
like
Boone.
Yeah, I was fucking close enough.
It's Benson Boone, Big Boy Kid Farm. Big Ben.
Oh. I was
Boy
like, is
Kid.
Big Boy's real name Benson or something?
Boy Kid is son. That's Benson and Boone's Farm.
Okay.
This is a stupid one, so just get ready to not get this probably. But last place cat gravy. It's something you'd put on food. That's a
Cat
person
gravy.
filling.
What could we go in there? No, gravy could be sauce.
All right.
What was
All
the
right.
What was the category?
Last place cat gravy.
No, but the category.
It's something you'd put on food.
Something you put on food. So sauce. Cat could be
Put last place and cat. Think of them as one word.
last place cat.
Last place cat. Okay.
Garfield sauce is not
I'm
something.
thinking like loser. Last place loser.
But that's not sauce.
Would you say that like last place? What was another word for last place?
I don't know.
If you're last place, are you the worst?
Oh, so
So
we're
Is it Worcestershire?
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce. Worst Cheshire. I
Yeah.
don't know. Cheshire cat and then gravy.
Or
with
Chestershire sauce. All right.
Worcestershire sauce. This one is an animal. Spooky. I think everything is spooky. Hit stick.
bat.
Yep.
Bat.
Bat.
Ah.
Bat. This is like a monster / thing. Still spooky though. Hopeless pepper.
Something ghost.
Is it
Casper?
No.
We both got there. Mummy? No. I don't know.
Grim Reaper.
Oh. That's very good.
All right. This is a thing. Spooky thing. Irish John Light.
How is light spelled in your thing? Is it Lite or Light?
Light.
And see, I'm fucked. He said John, and all I think is toilet now. I'm stuck on that in my head. I know that's not it. I got nothing.
Jack-o'-lantern.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a monster. Francis in a mug.
Frankenstein.
Yep.
It's
easy.
a monster, and you
Yeah.
start with Francis. It's
I
gonna
couldn't
be
go
Frank.
hot dog. This is a thing, a spooky thing. Crypt rock.
Monster Mash.
No.
Damn. Crypt Rock. One more time.
Not a crypt walk. It's a crypt rock.
Crypt Rock.
Spook.
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Nice.
Very good. This is under the monster category, but also like spooky thing. Proceed Street.
Is this Ghost?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Go. ST. I don't know. I was running. I had Ghost, and I was just trying to find like what else could I get to Ghost with. Last one. This is a monster. Location Devour.
Werewolf.
Yep. Werewolf. Right. These are all spooky themed. We're gonna start with a Halloween movie. Okay. This is a Halloween movie. Hot dog and hot dog.
Frankenweenie.
Yep. All right. This is a monster. A Halloween monster. Penelope Smart. Penelope Smart.
I think Penelope. I just think Cruz.
No. From a Halloween movie.
I got nothing.
And or books. Penelope Smart is Pennywise the Clown. Pennywise.
Penny's is a nickname for Penelope.
Yeah, you could call somebody named Penelope Penny.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's never occurred to me in my life.
This is also a spooky set of movies and or books. Waterfowl blister.
Waterfowl. Duck.
Warmer. Waterfowl blisters.
When I think waterfowl, I just think duck.
Oh, Goosebumps.
Yep.
Nice.
There we go. See? Bobby got it.
Nice.
A Halloween person. Copperfield gourds. Copperfield gourds.
David S. Pumpkins.
David Pumpkins, baby. David Pumpkins.
Yes.
Another Halloween character / monster. Bick Noggin. Bick Noggin.
I think Bick. I think either pen or lighter.
You're on the
Pinhead.
right Pinhead. Yep. I was like, you're on the right track. Nailed it. Bick Noggin. Those were our spooky Robert feelings, everybody.
Pass the gravy, bitch!
The park that I walked my dog at, there was this guy that was loudly talking on the phone. He was smoking a cigar the whole time. I saw him again this week, and I was just like, this guy may just be trying to get in wicked shape and also like smoking cigars. And then I got to thinking, wouldn't you be in better shape if you trained smoking cigarettes or cigars or tobacco products? Because they already have like those parachutes that you could attach for when you want to run. It'll slow you down, but then when you run without the parachute, you run faster. They already have those altitude masks that you run, and it simulates it like you're at a high altitude, so you can't breathe as well. Why not just incorporate all that and then also smoke cigs while you're training? Because then, the Olympics come around, and I've been training with cigarettes this whole time. Guess what's going to happen when I'm not smoking cigarettes? My lungs are going to be wild.
PRs left and right.
Yeah, so I did some research. Look at these notes, Pat. I have notes for you. But it increases your lung volume, which is good. Then you can hold more air when you're running. It also is it's been linked to increased hemoglobin levels. Hemoglobin is the protein in your red blood cells that transfers oxygen to the rest of your body from your lungs. So I would imagine having higher hemoglobin would mean you can get oxygen to the rest of your body faster, which would make you faster. So why not just train and smoke cigarettes? That guy walking the track might have been a genius. It does increase your endurance. Like if you were training, obviously, if you're just sitting around smoking cigarettes, your endurance isn't going to be great. But like if you were on a treadmill, just ripping darts, maybe that's what you need to do. You need to just get like a trainer that just holds the cigs to you, and then like,
or like
hold it in, run, and you're just tapping it. You're speeding up the speed on the treadmill, and you're just like, all right, and you've got all this smoke in your lungs. You're exhausted, but you're getting better.
I love that idea.
If you're an athlete, if you want to be a more elite athlete, incorporate smoking cigarettes or tobacco products into your workout regimen. Now, this doesn't mean do it all the time when you're not doing that, but like if you're a sprinter, start sprinting while you're smoking cigs. And then your lung capacity is going to be better, your hemoglobin is going to be better, and you are going to be a more elite athlete because of tobacco.
Can we just make cigarettes that aren't bad? Is there a way
Candy
we can do
cigarettes.
that? No, but like, because all the health things aside, smoking looks cool.
Yeah. I'm not like a, medicine guy, but if I was a medicine guy, I would just make cigarettes that cured cancer instead of caused them.
Now that's an idea.
What if we did that? Oh, you have cancer? Well, here, have these cigarettes. Like, but that's bad. No, not these. No. Do people with schizophrenia who wear glasses need to be wearing their glasses to see hallucinations clearly?
No, I think the hallucinations are just scarier if they're blurry.
If you didn't have your glasses on, I would imagine that the hallucinations are clear to you because you're hallucinating them. But then you would think that me being there and being not clear, I might be a sketchy hallucination. So then you're even more confused because your hallucination, you're like, but I can see that. This guy, I don't even know. You like, what are you? And
so
then you think
the
I am.
hallucinations are real and the real people who are blurry are hallucinations.
So then your head's just in a pretzel. I think that even if you don't have your glasses on, the hallucinations are still clear.
Yeah.
Other people aren't clear, but because other people aren't clear, the hallucinations can be like, this guy's not even real. Like,
Makes
look
you
at him.
disassociate
He's blurry.
even more.
Yeah.
That's scary.
It's terrifying.
Can you imagine having hallucinations and an astigmatism?
Ugh. Robert, you're with us on that one, though, right? It just makes it more confusing because you think the hallucinations are the real people and the real people are the hallucinations because they're blurry.
It's terrible.
Yeah. Fuck, I hope I don't have schizophrenia ever. That'd be wild. What if you guys aren't real?
50-50 shot.
Or not.
And I just show up every Wednesday. This podcast, no one even listens to it. Everybody that listens to it or watches it, I just imagine. I'm just talking to myself for 11 years. Fuck.
I could see that.
It's freaking me out, man. It's freaking me out.
Celebrities, if they had Pokemon names, I jotted down a few. Let me start off with Alexandra Dodrio. What about Venusaur Williams? Sticking on just tennis players, Kim Cloyster. Emily Raticate.
I had Lana Del Ratatat.
Pablo Pikachu.
Pidgey Elliott.
Jeff Goldduck. Also Whoopi Goldduck.
Lil Nas Execute.
Kristen Bellsprout.
John Cougar Machamp.
I had Machamp Man Randy Savage.
Q-Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Evie Mendez. What about Ann Dugong Garfield?
Rick Flareon.
Ringo Starmy was my favorite Beatle. What about Goldine Hawn? Rhyhorn Reynolds? John Cubone holding the boombox up with the skull, maybe? Carmen Electrode? Muck Myers? Orlando Gloom? Raichu McAdams? Seal? You didn't really need to change too much for that. Gyarados Busey? Jake Jigglypuff? And Adam Sandshrew. Those would be Pokemon if they were celebrities.
Are windmills the number one employer of wind?
Kites. Windmills are only in certain places, dude. Kites are everywhere.
But I feel like windmills would employ more. No, you know what? Windmills don't employ shit. They're just a sweat factory for wind.
Ooh.
Is that wind getting paid? I ain't never seen a pay stub.
They chopping it up.
I've never seen a pay stub from fucking wind. Have you ever heard of wind with a pay stub? Not me.
I can't say that I have.
It's a sweatshop for wind.
That would make kites also a sweatshop for
Yeah, all like,
mom and pop sweatshop.
you know what wind I would want to be? A fan. I'd be wind coming out of a fan because everybody's like, this keeps me cool. I like that.
Ceiling fans, that's probably the number one employer of wind.
Like, I sleep better because of that. But again, I don't think they employ wind. They use wind.
And manipulate it.
But I would say that windmills are just wind sweatshops. Like,
Yeah.
There's no payment that wind gets at all. It's actually pretty inhumane what windmills are doing to wind. So windmills are
And birds.
not even employing wind. They're just using wind. It's basically slave labor. Wind slaves. That's what it is. Wind slavery. So no, windmills are not the number one employer of wind. They're the number one slave runners of wind, I would say. Let's end wind slavery. Hashtag end wind slavery.
More fracking and fossil fuels.
You know those people that go to like Texans games and they wear like white painter suits and they just put blood where their dick is and they're like, fight against circumcision. Circumcision's wrong. You're like, buddy, I just wanted to come watch a football game. Why are you bothering me?
Yeah.
We need to do that, but like, end wind slavery. End it now. Like block a bridge. And like, what are you protesting? Wind slavery. It's fucking bullshit, dude. That's what it is. Yeah, windmills are not the number one employer for
No.
wind.
Not even close.
And we should actually get rid of windmills because of that.
Pretty problematic.
Very, extremely problematic. What food do you think would make the best weapon?
Well, I did find out the other day that a starfish is edible.
Yeah.
So that would be pretty good.
Like a ninja star?
Yeah, you just like, and it's right, and they're scratchy.
Yeah. Ooh.
A marlin.
That was, so I was like, swordfish, if you could use the entire thing.
Sawfish is also out there.
But like a swordfish, like you typically, when you're getting a swordfish, you're not
Porcupine.
fed the sword.
If you could like get the porcupine to just like kind of curl up on your hand.
That's not a food though.
And then, oh, that's right. I was just thinking animals, not food. Sorry. I got onto animals after
I
starfish.
mean, there's lots of animals that you.
Okay, hold on. Let me rethink into food. I mean, durian fruit, just because it smells so bad, that's kind of like a bioweapon.
So, okay, I had 3. My 3 were swordfish, if you could use the whole fish. My second one was a candy cane, because you can just make a shank out of it like everybody does in Christmas. Then you can just,
that's good.
just shank somebody. And then third is the peaches from White Lotus that are poisonous.
I know nothing about that.
It's poisonous. So you just be like, here, Pat, have an apple. And you're like, and then you die.
No, you know what? But I don't think we can use marlin because that's not the part of the food. Marlin that
Right.
you
So, like,
eat.
because it's food, and you usually just fed the meat at that point. Candy canes, though,
Candy
play.
cane is great. Coconut.
Coconut, you can
People
just
die from coconuts falling.
Sling that shit.
Yeah, it's like a deadly dodgeball.
Coconut's really good.
In that same vein, could you say peanuts?
Yeah,
No,
if you had a peanut
no,
allergy,
no.
yes.
Yeah.
It's very deadly to a tiny percent of the population, and that percent of the population, if a fucking peanut can take you out, you're weak. And people might be like, "That's cool. It's okay. My cousin has a peanut allergy. It's in the family. I'm allowed to say it."
My answer is banana, though.
Banana.
Choking hazard.
You could slip on them.
You
You
could,
hit the back of your head.
or you could like shove the banana down their throat, but you could throw the peel down, so they try
Yeah.
and run from you, shoving it down their throat, and then they slip, boom, hit their heads.
Whiskey's poison if you drink enough of it,
If you drink enough.
but that's liquid, not food.
I think candy cane is our answer.
Yeah, I think we got to go with candy cane.
You just make a shiv out of that in no time. All right.
If you can think of a more dangerous food.
Yeah, let us know. Greg says, why do grocery store rotisserie chickens cost less than the raw uncooked ones?
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've seen a full chicken uncooked. It's always the broken down parts, like chicken breasts, thighs, legs, all that stuff. The whole chicken would probably be cheaper than the cooked one, because then you have to process it yourself.
My guess,
You're paying for the labor of somebody else cutting it apart.
rotisserie chickens are pretty cheap. My guess would be that it's the whole chicken that was about to expire, and they're like, guess what we could do instead of having to throw this out, because no one's going to buy one that's about to expire. What if we just
Conspiracy, Alex?
What if we just rotisseried it and then we made a couple bucks on an entire loss instead of having to throw this out or feed it to Joe Exotic's tigers? Then we can just make a rotisserie chicken, and then Pat will come in high and want a rotisserie chicken for dinner, so he'll do that.
That's a good point. I feel like the chickens that are getting rotisseried are probably smaller than the ones that are cut into pieces. But no, not necessarily, because you buy drumsticks and they're going to be the same size as that one. I don't know. That's weird. Maybe the ones that get cooked are just raised a lot cheaper because they're raised to be cooked before point of sale to the customer.
There's always rotisserie chickens, though, when you go to the grocery store. And I feel like it has to be just like whatever the one that's about to go bad today is, get it out of the way, because it's gonna be either not eaten anyways, or it was sitting there frozen. Maybe it looks more appealing. It smells delicious. I know that. The old frozen ones that are about to go bad, they're like, maybe we can either turn this into something, or it was nothing anyways. Just throw it
They're
on.
frozen though. They shouldn't be about to go bad. They're frozen.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
But maybe as they rotate, I've never thought about where the rotisserie chickens come from.
Neither had I.
That's a good point. I think you are probably right. It's probably frozen ones that haven't gotten sold, so they just rotisserie them.
I broke up with a girl in middle school because she said I was a pussy for not wanting to watch Saw. And I was like, all right, fuck you. She got pregnant in 9th grade. I had to leave school. That's what Saw does to you. If you put a chameleon in a room full of mirrors, what color does it turn? Mirror colored.
Probably the color of the floor that it's sitting on.
What if it's a room full of mirrors?
And it's sitting on a mirror.
Yeah.
It just goes invisible.
It's just a box.
That's how we unlock invisibility. Has anybody tried this?
No, not to my knowledge.
Okay, we need to take a chameleon, put it
Yeah.
on a mirror,
Robert,
carry
what's a
that
chameleon
mirror
cost?
into a house of mirrors. We have unlocked invisibility.
Rodeo's coming up. We could be like, hey, I am going into the House of Mirrors. I have a chameleon. I'm not going to pay.
Yeah.
This is for science.
We're doing science.
If you put a chameleon in a box of just mirrors, I think it's invisible.
It's definitely going to go invisible.
There's no other explanation. What would it be? What would it be mimicking? Or would it just turn like mirror shaped? It would just be another mirror.
Shaped?
Mirror colored.
It's a shapeshifter now?
Yeah.
What color is a mirror?
Mirror colored. Duh. What you got?
$73 from PetSmart.
All right, buy one right now, and then can you DoorDash a chameleon? Oh, where are you DoorDashing from? PetSmart? Like one chameleon? Are you gonna eat it? No, we're not gonna fucking eat it. What kind of psychos do you think we are? We're gonna put it in a box full of mirrors.
I like to believe my theory, because science is just all theories.
Absolutely.
My theory is that it'll go invisible.
I think it becomes invisible. There's no other real logical explanation. What color is a chameleon originally?
We'll never know.
You would think green, but we probably just see it around green stuff.
Yeah. We'll never know.
So yeah, chameleons just become invisible if you put them in front of mirrors. Neil says,
What is the fastest letter?
I want to go. Initially, I thought V, but then I also was like, what kind of I is it? Because if you look at capital V, a V just looks like it's like an arrow ready to take off. Like, boom. I. Now, is this the I where it's, it's got the little things on the top of it and then it's the column? Or is it just the like straight line? 'Cause if it's a straight line, that thing's fast as fuck.
Just the line. That's what I was thinking.
Just the line, that thing, it's out of here.
I
But
don't
hear
know.
me out. Hear me out though. Capital J.
No.
Look at it with the little top on it. That thing looks like it fucking could just jolt out of there.
There's one correct answer. It's capital H. It's the only one with 2 legs and arms to get pumping. It can get running the fastest just off of physics. Like I almost thought A at first, but A, it comes to a point at the top. There's no upper body moving with it. The H can get the opposite, goalpost moving with the leg, create more force, run faster.
K has also got the ability to do that too, and it's leaning, so it's more of a runner's lean.
It's interesting that you guys are thinking running. I was thinking like flying.
I thought flying initially too, and then he's looking at it from this, but then I think K looks faster than H if you're looking at what could be a better runner.
Actually, you know what it probably is? It's O. It's a wheel.
You know what'd be crazy? Imagine putting an I and a V together, making a little spear. Just that thing's soaring.
That's kind of
That
an
thing.
arrow.
That's exactly what it is. That's why it'd be very fast. That's why I went VI. I probably immediately went arrow. I think V is fast, but I can side with Robert on I if we have to settle on one.
I'm gonna stick with O. Because it's a wheel. It's gonna get moving pretty fast.
Well, unfortunately, you've been outvoted. I feel like I is what Robert and I are going to settle on then.
Yeah, I'm going with I.
Well,
But-
I don't agree.
Next question is from Andrew Alderman, who writes in and says, why is it called a twin bed if it's only made for one person? It used to be, like, twins used to be a lot smaller back in the day. A lot of people, like the lamestream media will not tell you this, but, like, before they put GMOs and all that bullshit in your food and poison the food supply, people used to be a lot smaller, specifically twins. You only have so much room in the womb, and then you would just stay smaller typically. So it was much easier in like lower income families. Like, well, we got a twin bed. You and your brother, you and your sister get in the bed. You got to share a bed because they were so small that like they basically like twins are basically like half people, and they were like then the GMOs and stuff like fattened them up, made them bigger and stuff. Which like I guess that's one positive thing. Now you can have your own twin bed, but it's kind of crazy that like that's one of the things we're like, what did GMOs do to food? You're like, well, look at a twin 70 years ago. It looked like Dobby the elf from Harry Potter, but now like they look like real ass people.
I fully believe that the farther we went back in time, the more impressive of a human being I would be. Like, I think if we went back before modern medicine, I would live to be one of the oldest people on planet Earth. I'm talking back like 300 the year, like way back then when everyone was dying at 40. Because look at me, I don't take care of myself at all.
You don't go to the doctor.
But I have no health problems. Nothing ever hurts.
Well, also you don't go to the doctor.
I would live till like 55 and I'd be the second oldest man on the planet back then. I think I was gifted with one of the greatest genetic bodies of all time, but also to balance it out, God gave me just some of the lowest fucking drive he could put into a human being without it just falling over.
But like, you also don't go to the doctor, so you don't know how healthy you are, really. You're just avoiding getting the information.
Nothing hurts.
Well, you've also just learned how to live
Occasionally
with
going
it if it
upstairs, I'm like,
does.
my knee hurts. But like, I never get sick. Everyone gets sick. I don't get sick.
Well, when you do get sick, you just drink whiskey and get drunk so you don't feel sick anymore. You always tell us that.
I don't get sick. The whiskey keeps away the sick. So
No,
you don't
but
even
when-
listen to me, dude.
You're also drunk all the time, so you might not even know if you're sick.
Like, I never get ill. I never get a cold. I don't get stuffy nose. I don't have allergies. I'm God's most imperfect, perfect being.
It's like a blessing and a curse situation.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that monsters are evil, or do you think they're really just hungry? Because I feel like they're always portrayed evil, but really like they're just hungry monsters.
Not always.
I mean, Monsters Inc.
Yeah, Sully was a good guy.
I mean, I think
Sully was a great guy.
I think if you really break it down, a lot of monsters are more the Monsters Inc. monsters, where they're not really mean.
They're just clocking in. Like now, some of them you're gonna have. What was his name? Wendell.
That guy was a dick, right?
Yeah, he was evil.
Like you have evil monsters. Obviously, there's gonna be evil monsters. Like there's evil people, but like I think like Trimmers, those things just wanted to eat. A Quiet Place, like yeah, they're very scary killing machines, but like You just happen to be the prey.
Vampires. Or are they supposed to just let themselves die? No, they're hungry.
Yeah, like they gotta eat something. Cavemen, they would starve to death if they didn't have woolly mammoths. But they're like, we gotta fuck. Like, look, we don't want to kill you. We have to.
I mean, think about it. If you had never heard of a cheetah, and you went to Africa and you saw a cheetah run down an elk and kill it, you'd be like, that monster.
Yeah,
It's a monster. Like, look at that thing. It climbs trees. It has fangs. And it's that fast. That's a monster. No, dude, it's just hungry.
Like Jaws portrayed as a monster was kind of a monster at the end of it, but like I really feel like at the beginning Jaws was just hungry.
Yeah,
And then he got a little greedy.
a little bit.
He's like, look, they don't even fight back. I can do whatever I want here. A lot of sharks are like, I don't know what people are. And then they see a person, they think it's a seal, and they're like, all right, let's go. It's chow time. Oh, fuck, my bad, dog. Sorry, your arms are gone, but like...
He was just trying to get on Shark Week, dude.
Yeah.
He was just trying to be famous.
I just feel like monsters, though, they're getting a bad rap. Maybe we chill out on the meanness.
When you're intoxicated, you are your honest self.
Every girl would always say it. You're like, drunken words are sober thoughts, right? Isn't that...
That's the thing.
I think that's the phrase.
Drunken words are so... Okay, yeah.
Because you'd be like, I didn't mean that. I was drunk.
Yeah.
Like, drunken words are sober
You
thoughts. Like,
said I love you.
No. I was just drunk and I was saying stuff because you were making me mad and I was trying to get back at you.
Girls are vicious.
They are, and girls are really mean.
We have daughters.
I mean, guys are mean too, but like girls can be really mean. And guys will say stuff where you're like, man, fuck Alex. Like, Alex sucks. But like a girl says something that like you don't get, and then like 6 weeks later, like, fuck that bitch. God damn it. That's what she meant. That's what you do that. That's what you're doing right now. And she clocked me on it.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
Sober? No, drunken words are sober thoughts.
I think that's the phrase.
No, that makes sense.
But I don't agree with it at all.
You don't?
No, because sometimes you're just drunk and you want to be drunk. You're going to say dumb shit. I get sometimes like secrets come out when you get drunk.
Definitely sometimes. Okay, not all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
But like also like, oh really? Every dude in the bar has been fucking honest about it. Mm-hmm. That's his sober thought. The guy thinks you're the prettiest girl in the world. He doesn't know how somebody hasn't scooped you up yet, or is he just trying to fucking take you home from the bar? Because you got to apply it to that too.
You're right. But sometimes.
Sometimes
You're right.
Jesse says, if band names were literal, what would be the best and worst concerts to attend?
So for best, the first one that popped into my head, AC/DC, because they have power, so the concert can go on.
Okay.
Like, you know, they've got all the electricity that they need.
I was going to think Bare Naked Ladies.
That'd be a good concert.
It's just like, there's some Bare Naked Ladies, dude. That's the show. You're like, all right. I'll check that out. It sounds like a fun one. And then bad ones.
Hole.
Hole would be bad.
I don't want to see naked Courtney Love.
Initially, Megadeth was the first thing I thought of.
Ooh, that
It's
would be
just
a
like-
real bad one.
Megadeth would be bad. And then AFI would also be really bad. It stands for a fire inside. Like,
Ooh.
I don't want to be inside of a venue that's on fire.
Cannibal Corpse, that'd be a bad one.
That would be bad too.
Oh, I was thinking like one of my favorite bands, AWOL Nation. They just don't show up.
You're just like, where the fuck is he?
Be like watching George Jones back in his drinking days. He used to famously
good.
not show up to concerts.
George Jones would be a good one because he was like, I know exactly what I'm going to see. Elvis, that guy? Hell yeah.
Jelly Roll, you show up with just a fucking donut on stage.
Jelly Roll would suck. That was what it was.
But maybe if you got a Jelly Roll.
That's true. Ice Cube just melts. And you're like, this is fucking, what a letdown. Would Lil Uzi Vert be doing skateboard tricks?
With a gun.
Like a gun doing skateboard tricks? That's kind of sick.
But
That could be the best and the worst.
from what I've seen from movies, Uzis are very easy to just, if they hit the ground, they just start spinning and firing. And if you're on a vert, you're going to fall at some point.
That's true.
It's very dangerous to be at that concert.
But also kind of adds a little bit of an element of danger where you're like, I just don't want to be, I'm not going to be front row. I'll be hanging out in the back. And then every time it like wipes out, you're like, Doc!
Old Crow Medicine Show, that'd be awesome. Just a bird giving out medical advice.
Oh, dude. Old Crow Medicine Show would fuck.
Pretty good list.
Clayton T says, if we found out that Bill Cosby was a robot controlled by a squirrel this whole time, would that make things better or worse?
I'm going to say worse, just because then that means we need to look out for all squirrels. Squirrels are some fucked up animals then.
They are very
Like,
fucked up animals.
I didn't know squirrels
way
were
worse.
capable of all that.
I was gonna say it might make it better because like at least it wasn't a person doing that. At least the Bill Cosby we thought was just it wasn't even a guy. It was just a robot being controlled by a squirrel. But yeah, now I'm more fearful of squirrels, but I also respect their acting ability and their comedian ability too.
But like, think about anytime you're drinking anything outside, you have to be wary of your cup of a squirrel just sneaking up and dropping something in your drink.
Yeah, that's true.
That's scary, man.
Part of me thinks it would make it a little bit better to be like, Bill Cosby wasn't just an evil monster. He was a squirrel that was an evil monster. But I'd rather a squirrel be a monster than a person be a monster.
I guess, yeah, because then we can't assume all squirrels are like that off the actions of one squirrel.
Yeah.
There was a lot of squirrels on campus at Texas State, as there are most universities, I would say.
Yeah.
And I used to watch them wrestle, and there were a lively bunch of squirrels, and I never saw them drug anybody.
Yeah, we don't want to lump all squirrels in the same group.
That's
just
right,
the robot controlling ones.
I've wheeled it back. I was being a little bit of a bigot right there. I'm sorry.
Right. No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you admitting that.
I've grown and I've learned in the last 30 seconds.
So
better.
It's better.
Because it was just one bad squirrel.
It makes things better, and you're like, this squirrel is fucking wild. The fact that like Bill Cosby got away with all of that stuff. He did the Cosby Show. He had all those specials. Then this terrible news comes out.
Well, what if the squirrel killed him after the Cosby Show and took over?
Oh.
And the bad Cosby, I mean, then we could watch Cosby Show again.
I think you're onto something there. I think it makes things better, though.
Yeah, better.
That it wasn't just Bill Cosby was an evil human being. It was a squirrel that was evil. One of the good things about having little kids is you can kind of black out after your team really disappoints you. And by blackout, I don't mean get drunk. I mean, I'm not going to watch this Sunday night game. I'm going to put Bluey on because you want to watch Bluey.
You got a blue out.
I got a Bluey out. And then maybe you learn a little bit about yourself. Like Miss Rachel, maybe you learn that big feelings are okay. Sometimes it's okay to have big feelings.
That's what I say. You're the one suppressing the big feelings.
But I was like, Miss Rachel, you are right. It's okay to be sad about the Giants letting me down. And then when you're watching Bluey, you learn like, hey, maybe you got to learn compromise. Like Bluey and Bingo thought that they were going to have a sleepover with Muffin and it was going to be the best and they were going to stay up all night. But Muffin gets a little fussy because Muffin wasn't napping during the day. And then Muffin is a little cranky and Bluey and Bingo are like, all right, we got to compromise and realize we can still have a fun night, but we're going to have to go to sleep and we can't stay up all night.
Maybe you should
And I was like, I am compromising. I'm just not going to watch more football the rest of the week. And then I watched it the next day. But I just didn't consume any other football media that would talk about the Giants. If I saw anything about the Giants on TV, I changed it. It's much easier to do when you can change it to a kid's show. And Luke says, if you got caught breaking into a vending machine or an ATM and told the cops that you were just trying to get into a speakeasy, could you get away with it?
Ooh. I heard there was a speakeasy back here. I'm trying to...
Sir, you ripped the top off of an ATM and you're pulling money out of it. No. That's what they said. They said that if you do that, then there's a speakeasy behind. I had to enter my PIN code. How do you think I got in?
The ATM might be hard. That one's going to be hard to explain. But the vending machine, I think you can get away with.
I wasn't stealing Cokes and Sprites. I was trying to go to this nightclub that's speakeasy that said it was behind a Coke machine.
It's called the Coke machine.
That's what they said. Could you get away with it? Yes, you could. Probably would not get away with it. You'd have to do it in like the area of other speakeasies, like find another speakeasy. Dude, no, I thought I was going to this place.
Oh, it's down the street. Oh, I got the wrong
dude. It's so difficult to get into these things. You know how it is.
This is 321. I was looking for 312. Yeah. I read the address wrong. My bad.
I mean, they told me it's behind a Coke machine. Like, well, that's a very vague description. Like, how am I supposed to know? And the cop was like, you fucking idiot. All right. You probably would not get away with it if that's what you told the cop, that I thought this was a speakeasy, but it's not a 0% chance that you get away with it.
You just got to get a chill cop.
Or just really commit to the bit and make sure that you can find another speakeasy in the area and be like, classic mix-up. Gustavo says, what happens if one of a set of conjoined twins gets arrested?
Here's the thing. What crimes can they commit?
You like murder somebody.
I mean... if you're conjoined and you're getting an accessory.
Yeah.
Like you were part of the crime. Like, or say it's even a computer crime. Like
but
you're scamming someone online. You're sitting right there. At any moment, you could have used your arm to close the laptop.
Yeah, I guess they could have been like, you could have called 911, but he would have got me too. I didn't want that.
I would assume you'd like.
But even if it's
you'd have to give him like house arrest.
But even if it's an accessory,
You can't put somebody in jail for a crime they did not commit.
But like,
and
what
if the
about
only way the other person can go to jail is by bringing a second person? You're getting house arrest.
what if it was like murder, and one gets accessory because they didn't do it, and the other one did do it, and they're the same person, and like one of them gets 2 years and the other one gets 50 years. Like, then what do you do?
2 years in jail, 48 in house arrest.
But it's murder.
If you get murdered by a set of conjoined twins, well, you just couldn't step away.
They have the power too. You were outnumbered.
Actually, they each have the power of one half.
But together, they're two brains. Well, depending on
But
how
then
they're
again,
conjoined.
right there, is, you're both co-conspirators.
Yeah, I think you're an accessory no matter what, but it's just like at a certain point, like I didn't do my time is done. My sentence is up. What do I
guess
do?
They
Like,
could be like in a crowded bar and one of them pickpockets someone, the other guy didn't know.
you have no idea.
So yeah, I think the only logical thing you could do is put them on house arrest.
I think you got to put them both in jail, and it's just like, look, dude, we're gonna give you the like if you'd like, we can try and separate you and see how that goes. But if not, you gotta go with him. Like, we don't know what to do with you. Sorry, it's an unfortunate side effect of being conjoined. Tucker says, if you had to be executed and lethal injection was not an option, which method would you choose?
I mean, I know guillotine. That's the coolest way to die. It's quick. Also, I want an open casket afterwards, holding my head like a football.
That'd be sick. You're right. I didn't think about the football move.
Like, my first move was like, dude, just bullet to the head, get it over with. But like, guillotine.
guillotine.
It's a spectacle. Hey guys, come out this Saturday, watch me die. Like, I think it would be fun.
I did think about guillotine, but I feel like I would go by hanging, and then I could do
That's a horrible way to die.
because it's over fast.
Not that fast. You're also snapping your neck,
But
so
you
it's
lose your
very,
consciousness. You're
very
just done.
painful.
You're just done.
Yeah, no. The guillotine, you're just done.
Are you, or
it's
like
that.
what if you still are like, oh no, I just don't. My head's just not attached.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other cool thing. You might get like 2 seconds, but I don't think there's gonna be much pain.
But if you got the hanging one,
Yeah, I don't think you would get 2 seconds. Like, your brain's disconnected. You're not feeling anything.
We don't know.
we don't know.
I know you're not gonna get long, but like, what if for like 2 seconds you're like, ow, fuck, and then
And
it's
it's
over.
it.
I'll
Hanging,
go
you're like,
guillotine.
you're
But
fucking Jabba
hanging,
the Hutting
I
it.
think you lose your
Hanging's crazy.
consciousness, and then you can be like, first time, you get to do that meme.
Horrible choice.
You wouldn't go, okay.
No, absolutely not.
Well, I had hanging, and then I had execute. Like I power ranked mine. I really thought about this one. I did hanging, execution by gun.
Yeah, like firing squad would be dope too.
Firing squad is different than execution by gun. I feel like, but it is the same thing. But firing squad, it's like they could hit you in like your stomach, and you could just bleed out that way. Like,
Yeah, but that's why guillotine's still better. But firing squad, nothing spectacle.
spectacle. But like execution by gun would just be like, bam, to the back of the head, it's over. That's quick. I think you guys pointing out the negatives of hanging might make me go guillotine.
Yeah,
Guillotine.
you're going
Yeah.
guillotine too. Yeah.
All right, y'all won me over. I'll go
Also,
guillotine.
like, it's a public spectacle. I want people to get a little enjoyment.
So guillotine is the way to go.
Pass the Gravy Podcast.
Callie says, throughout my life, I'm a 38-year-old woman. I have probably lived with just as many women as I have men, and I can't think of a single male who didn't have to start his day with the ritual of coughing, snorting, hawking, and spitting up loogies. Every damn day. Some are worse offenders than others, but I swear they all do it. My dad, my husband, my son, ex-boyfriends, roommates, coworkers, family members, and even friends who have come to visit for the weekend. Why?
I have a couple thoughts.
All right.
On the most basic level, I think it's just that women take better care of their bodies than we do. They eat better. They eat cleaner. They usually have a nighttime routine, a bedtime routine. They get to bed at decent hours.
Uh-huh.
Most of the guys I know, we just kind of fucking live life and then pass out, and then we wake up in the morning and do the same shit again. We're not really taking care of ourselves. Also, on a secondary level of it, I think, and this is going to sound weird, but emotions and your body health have to go in common. I think it's because men just bottle up a lot more shit. I think it's just women are on a more likely basis are just healthier than men.
That is like actually like a really good answer.
Mm-hmm.
My answer was going to be that we don't have periods, and that's because like when you have periods, you get all that stuff out with with that
that's
stuff,
a better answer.
and like us being guys being dudes, like we don't have periods to like sync up with the rest of our bodies every month. So like all of that crud, it backs up in like our head and our throat and everywhere else. And then in the morning you wake up and you're like, I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get the poison out. So that's basically like, that's why men don't have periods, because we hawk loogies and cough and snort every single morning right after we get up.
That's what we deal with. The congestion of the morning. Women don't have that.
I am very congested every morning. That's our burden to carry. All right?
So next time you hear your husband wake up and cough and hack and sneeze and cough up loogies, that's our period. And we have it every day.
That's why we don't
So
have
you guys are
periods.
lucky that you only have to have your period 1 week a month.
You know, yeah.
I fuck it every day. I wake up, and you know what? I don't complain.
Yeah.
Maybe, ladies, you could learn something from that.
Reese Ballard writes in and says, what food would make the best boomerang?
Banana.
Wrong. It'd be a tortilla. You could bite a tortilla into the shape of a boomerang and make that bitch come back to you. You can sling the fuck out of tortillas.
I mean, if you've got good wind, you can just sling a tortilla and it'll come back to you.
Right. A banana, heavy. Tortilla.
A little heavy.
Take a little bite out of that, go, whoosh, that bad boy will come right back to you.
Pizza dough.
Pizza
No,
dough,
a little too heavy.
A little heavy.
Pizza
Not a
dough is
bad
just
one.
a heavier tortilla.
But like,
Yeah,
you
great
throw
point.
it up, comes right back down to you.
That's not
That's up.
boomerang. That's up. You got to throw it out.
Yeah.
I like where you're going with that. Your feelings are valid, Robert.
I appreciate that.
But I think tortilla makes the most sense.
I think I'm with you, though. Tortilla. It's light.
It's
It's got the
easy.
ability to
You can
fly, so
sling
that
that
you
bad
put
boy.
enough RPMs on that bitch, it's gonna come back.
Yeah, and you can take a little bite out of it to actually make it more of a boomerang shape to make it more likely to do that. Because
I don't know. I think the bite out of it would just make it wobble and less aerodynamic.
Well, I mean, we could buy a whole thing of tortillas for like $1 and then figure out.
We might have to test this.
A tortilla just makes the most sense, being that like being light, being floppy. You can
Very throwable.
Yeah, so throwable. So throwable. And if it catches any kind of wind, it can come right back to you. And if not, if you bite it in the right way, I think you can make it swing back to you anyways. And again, if you're new to the podcast, everything in the world is a boomerang. Whether or not it's a good boomerang is up for debate. Like you throw it out there, if it just falls down, that's a really shitty boomerang. But like everything is a boomerang. Tortillas make fantastic boomerangs. Banana,
I don't know if it's a fantastic
it's not
boomerang.
coming back. I think it would be
It's
food boomerang. Fantastic food boomerang.
It's a usable boomerang. It is boomerangable.
It's boomerangable for sure. Very boomerangable. Luke Soin wrote in and said, is it racist if the Chinese restaurant doesn't bring me chopsticks? I'm a white guy.
Yes. No. It's not racist. It might be a little prejudiced.
Am I prejudiced?
Might be a little bit.
Maybe not necessarily racist. It's not a good look.
Can we be honest for a minute? Was it fair? Could you have used the chopsticks? It's profiling. Is what it is.
It's profiling. It's not racism, but it's on the spectrum. Can we say
Also,
that?
Luke, it's
I'll say
profiling.
that. I don't think it's racist. It's not a good look.
Cheetos are not chips.
What are Cheetos then?
They're cheese puffs.
No, there are
Cheese.
specific
They
cheese
have
puffs.
Yeah, they have Cheeto cheese puffs.
No. There
Cheeto
are
puffs.
puffs. Even the crunchy ones, that's still a cheese puff. It's just a crunchy puff.
You sound insane.
You do sound insane.
No, because
You sound
he goes,
like a psycho.
my buddy goes, oh, really? Then why do I find them in the chip aisle? To which I responded,
Great question.
okay, you know what else you find in the chip aisle? Cheez-Its, popcorn, and fucking pork rinds. Are you going to say any of those are chips?
Pork rinds.
Well,
yes.
I bet you would. Now that you said Cheetos are chips, you probably think Cheez-Its are chips also, which they're not.
Cheez-Its are crackers.
Cheeses are crackers.
There
yeah.
you go.
They say it on the box.
But then so right there, all those are in the chip aisle.
no, Cheetos are chips.
They are unequivocal.
Pork
Yeah,
rinds
just like
also
Doritos
chips.
are chips.
Yeah.
Doritos are chips.
Funyuns
Oh, okay.
are
Now
chips.
you make an exception for Doritos.
Well, because even though it's not a potato, it is a tortilla chip. If there was 2 bags right here on the table, one Lay's and one Cheetos, and I said, Robert, hand me the chips. Are you going to hand me Cheetos?
I'd say
no,
which
you're going
one?
to hand me the
Yeah,
chips.
I would ask you which one.
so full
which
of
one do you
shit.
want?
that's
You are
I
so
don't
full of
think that's
shit.
a wrong take at all. I think we're very right. Like,
They're not. Cheetos are its own thing. Like they're cheese puffs.
especially the ones that aren't Cheeto puffs. Those are chips. And if Funyuns are chips, then it's the same thing.
I want to say the Funyun is a chip.
You wouldn't say what is a Funyun then?
A Funyun is a fucking Funyun.
You can't have it in its own category.
It's a ring. Chips are also flat and crunchy. The Cheeto, crunchy, not flat.
Oh, really? What about Tostitos Scoops?
It's got a flatness
about
too.
Pringles?
It's not got a flatness. It's got a bowl. It'd be a better ladle than anything.
But the layer of it is flat. What was your
Yeah,
question?
Pringles.
Pringles a potato chip.
Oh, but that's fine.
It's not flat though.
Yeah, not flat.
It is
Not flat at all.
It doesn't have
you
to
can make
be
a duck face with it if you put them upside down, dude.
I said they're flat. I didn't say they're level.
I don't think you know what flat is.
You guys are just, I can't believe I've been doing this sham of a podcast for this long.
You
for
got
people that don't know what a
outvoted
chip is.
bad in this. Cheetos are definitely chips. And if
okay,
you don't
well-
think so, you are a fucking crazy.
Well, you're on the
Abby says, can anything tell time?
Yeah, clocks.
But anything in the world. Can anything in the world tell time? So I looked at this a couple different ways.
Oh, does any object have the ability?
Because
Tell
yes,
time.
clocks could tell time. So yes, something can tell time. It would be if something could tell time. Yes, clocks can. I can also tell time. But can anything tell time? Anything in the world tell time? All right, so you got to look at living and non-living things. You would think living things would be easier, but I think non-living things are easier because a non-living thing, no matter what, if you boil it down to it, it's a sundial. It's a shitty sundial or not a shitty sundial. But if you can figure out how to tell time off of it, you can tell time with anything. Water?
Anything.
I don't know. Let me look at that. Let me how's the sun reflecting off of it? Eventually, like Tom Hanks on Castaway, I'm sure if he just stood at the ocean, like stood and stared at the ocean, he could tell what time it was based on how the sun's coming off the water. Sundials. Everything is a sundial. Some are just better sundials than others. Now, living things. My daughter can't tell time worth shit, but body clocks are a whole thing, so she can kind of tell when it's morning. She can kind of like, you might not be able to be as accurate, but animals are like, hey, this is when this happens. Bears, they fucking hibernate when it gets to a certain time of the year.
Try being an hour late telling your dog it's dinner time. Your daughter could also be a sundial, so in that way she could tell time.
So everything can, yeah.
Even a piece of paper. Yeah, it's very thin. But if we got a good enough microscope, we could tell which way the sun was coming off of it and casting a shadow. And we could tell time from it.
The answer is sundials. Everything is a sundial, even us. If I had no idea what time was, you could tell time off of me if you could figure out how to tell time off of me.
I'd be a great sundial. Big shadow to cast.
Yeah. So everything can tell time.
Yes.
But Landon says, would it be cooler to Healy into the room before sex or Healy out of the room after sex?
This is a tough one. I think the Healy out is a little bit cool. You're just like, later, babe. Woo.
I think so too.
Unless you try and semi-Dennis Rodman it and you Healy right into her.
Right into it.
I mean, announcing your presence with a Healy into the room, like you're just naked wearing Heelys. That's pretty cool, but also if like you just leave them next to the bed and when you're done, you just fucking roll out right in the Heelys and glide right out of the room. Like, later, babe, going to play games with the boys.
I like making the exit better too. And I also like to think that like she didn't know you had Heelys on before. So you just kind of walk in, you got them pushed up into the
She's
shoe.
just bewildered. She's
You're
like,
just
what the fuck?
Yeah, you know, you get the deed done 30 seconds afterwards. Like, all right, thanks, babe. That was cool. And just,
even
she's
like-
like, what the? You had Heelys on? And she's like, come back here. Let's go for round two. You're like, all right, give me a second. What'd you say? Just wheel back in.
You're the Grandpa Simpson. You just fucking wheel right back in.
Yeah. But I think, like, you have to, like, not let her know you've got the Heelys before.
Yeah.
And then that just makes it that much more epic when you're going out. Like, that's leaving with a bang. But what about you, Robert?
Definitely the exit.
I definitely exit. Yeah.
People always talk about making a big entrance, but making a big exit can have some power too.
You mean a sex it?
Boom.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Past the Grave. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, and we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch. Houston, Texas, hometown. Pass the gravy, pass it loud. We can talk and go for hours. Entertainment superpower. Gravy gang getting louder. Gassed up, no chowder. We live, no router. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich today. Rich, bitch.